I think the ultimate fight right now would probably be me versus Canelo. And I always say, like, this Turkish guy and Billy Joe Saunders, like they all went in there and just got embarrassed. I'm bigger, stronger, taller, more athletic than all those guys. If I saw any of those guys in the street, in a street fight, it wouldn't be pretty, my friend. So, let's do it inside the ring. No problem.
What's good, family? So smash the like button and subscribe. Oh, wow. So we just heard there from your boy the YB's dog, the JP, airing out Billy Ho Saunders. It's bad. I can't lie to you, man. Yeah, it is super bad for Billy Ho Saunders right now. Listen, in 2021, the man who is down the worst right now is your man's Billy Ho Saunders. He's got the YouTubers rock hard for him. Do you know how bad this is? I've just sat there and listened to JP, aka Jake Paul, rant on for about a minute about how badly he would mosh Billy Ho Saunders. No respect to him. And to be honest with you, truth be known, yeah, this ain't just a troll video. I'm telling you, man, right now, if Billy Ho Saunders dared have a boxing fight with Jake Paul, I'll show you, man. I promise you, I will bet 90% of every piece of money I own, however little that is. I'd bet 90% of it. In fact, I'll bet 100% of it, but for argument's sake, I'll bet 90% of it that the JP would put a whooping on Billy Ho Saunders. So to be honest with you, I started this video off saying that Billy Ho Saunders is down super bad, but he ain't down that bad. Because what the JP's saying, this wasn't a punking, this wasn't a trolling, this was facts. Yeah? The fact is, like the JP said, people like the Turkish Don and like Billy Ho Saunders went in there with Canelo and they did absolutely nada. It was disgraceful. Now, I can't sit here and lie to you, man. Before we carry on roasting Billy Ho Saunders, I want to talk about the first thing that the JP says, because the first thing the JP says is that he thinks he's looking forward to a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Now, I can't lie to you. I rate the JP skills, because the facts are, the YB talks facts. He don't talk no hype. The facts are, we've watched 270-pound heavyweights who've been training for 20 years, a la Tyson Fury, not be able to knock no one out. The JP, 2-3 years in the game, and every time he touches people, they go limp. Yeah? Every time. And we've seen them same people be extremely durable in every other circumstance. Ben Askren was durable in every other circumstance. Gibb was durable in every other circumstance. Nate Robinson was from the hood. Yeah, durable. No doubt. 100%. All these peoples was durable. They went in there, got smoked. And properly smoked as well. I'm talking neurologically smoked. Now, like I said, I rate the JP, but the Alvarez thing for me now is a bit of a step too far. There's plenty. Will it get there eventually? I think it's good enough. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to beat Alvarez, but because of his size, we just saw someone who's big for nothing, Logan Paul, just go the distance with Floyd Mayweather, which proves size is very difficult to overcome in boxing. And we've seen people like, for example, Danny Jacobs and loads of people have been able to survive. Callum Smith have been able to survive Alvarez. And they're Alvarez's size, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't lie to you. I don't see the JP beating Alvarez, but I think if you went in there, I can see him surviving. Genuinely. Now, I'm sure some of you might going to think I'm mad saying that, but I just think he would, because of the size. The size, and because I think he's decent, I think would be enough to get him through the distance. Would I bet him to win? No. Probably, to be fair, I probably would put some money on him, no. To be fair, I probably would put a little piece of change on. Because of the odds. Because the odds will be 10 to 1. At 10 to 1, I like the JP in that fight. But obviously, I'll be expecting to lose. Anyway, I thought that was worth mentioning. But ultimately, that fight isn't realistic for now. There's plenty of other steps to come. Namely, obviously, Tommy Fury. I'm telling you now. If you man want the odds on that one, I'm telling you, the money is with the JP. The JP will smoke Tommy Fury's boots. And you heard it here first. So I'm sure it's quite interesting. I know people, who don't like Tommy Fury, but they hate the JP more. So they kind of boxing's got this weird little thing going on at the moment where people will take anything against Jake Paul, if that makes sense. I know people who don't like Tommy Fury, but when it comes to Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul, they're saying, oh, Tommy Fury's going to knock Jake Paul out. Tommy Fury couldn't knock this last random bum out, who he had on 2 days' notice, who was 2-1 or something. Yeah, Tommy Fury's opponent's record is 20 and 150. Do you understand? So don't at me about Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is going to get his boots smoked. He's got no chin. Yeah? Look at his pops. His pops has no chin. His brother has no chin. He has no chin. Action man looking ass. Yeah? And there's a reason the JP's calling out Billy Ho Saunders. Why? Because the JP knows they're all from the same clan. Yeah? Billy, you don't want it. Listen, Billy's down bad. He can't. What can Billy say? Billy can't say nothing. The same way when the YB tells Billy, I say, Billy, where you at? You hiding? Listen, have any of you man heard from Billy? No one heard from Billy. Why? Because he's scary. He don't want nothing from the YB. Listen, let's get something straight right now. Let's get something very straight. Your man's Billy Ho Saunders don't want nothing to do with the YB. That's number one. Number two, he don't want nothing to do with the JP either. He hiding right now. He hiding, making goofy videos with his goofy kids, doing goofy things. That's what he be doing. That's where he's been relegated to. That's where Alvarez pushed him to. Because we all watched it. We all watched Alvarez hang out the back of Billy. Yeah? Before he rolled his legs off him. Rolled the hind legs off Billy. But listen, it's a fact. It's a fact. On May 9th, whatever day it was, on May 10th, or May 9th, whatever, I don't care what day it was. Whatever day it was, yeah? I watched Canelo Alvarez hop on the hind legs of Billy. Yeah? Hang out the back of him. And ride him all the way home. No doubt, 100%. That's what I watched. And Billy knows that. Yeah? Billy knows we all saw that. And that's why he's hiding right now. That's why people, YouTubers like the YB, YouTubers like the JP can come out and just get off all over Billy Ho Saunders. And what can he do? He can't do nothing apart from sit there and say, yeah, open wide. One of them ones, 100%. Dentist ones. Yeah? Billy is at the dentist 24/7, opening wide. For any man. Listen, I'm sure there's I'm telling you right now, yeah? Never mind the YB, never mind the JP, yeah? There's other man, you man, all us man. Any man can get off all over Billy Ho Saunders right now. Because he down bad. What can he do? He can't do nothing. At this point, yeah, what could Billy Ho Saunders possibly do? He can't fight. We've all seen it. That's the worst thing about this. I got some goofies in my comment. YB, YB, you wouldn't dare do this. YB, you wouldn't dare do... What do you mean? I wouldn't dare do what? I wouldn't dare chase Billy Ho Saunders into the corner with Ben Davidson. What are you man on about? The way you man carry on is as if the whole world didn't watch your man's Billy Ho Saunders jack in the corner and beg Ben Davidson to drag him out. What are you on about? Get serious now. Yeah? Get serious. What's wrong with you people? Oh, YB, you wouldn't dare say this to John Fury's face. You wouldn't dare say this to Billy Ho Saunders' face. What? You mean like John Fury wouldn't dare say anything to Mickey Theo's face? Oops. Or you mean like Billy Ho Saunders wouldn't dare say anything to Alvarez's face? Oops. Yeah? So don't be atting me with all this, you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't do that. What we do know is, it's for a fact, Billy wouldn't do none of the things he said he was going to do. How about that? Yeah? He down bad. And that's the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is, YouTubers, to YB, to JP, can come out right now and say anything they want about Billy Ho Saunders because he ain't going to do nothing. The big veil, or the little veil, whatever kind of veil you want to call it, has been revealed. And we can all see Billy Ho Saunders' supple muff just peering out. Yeah? It's beautiful, to be fair. I can't lie to you. Billy has what we call, he has a good looking muff. It's a cute looking muff. Yeah, it's one of them ones with the lips all tucked in. 100%. Billy, I give it to you. Yeah? You have a nice looking muff. That's it. Yeah? So you got a cutie. That's what they call it. I'm telling you now. Billy Ho Saunders has what they call a cutie. He's got a nice little pink one. 100%. Nice little pink one with all the lips tucked in. 100%. Billy Ho Saunders doesn't have beef curtains, no doubt. Billy Ho Saunders don't even have a little bit of beef curtains. No beef curtains for Billy. He has a nice tucked in pink one, 100%. It's kind of cute, to be fair. Like I said, it's cutie. Billy Ho Saunders has a big, nice pink cutie, no doubt. And listen, Billy. Let me tell you something right now. If you got a problem with it, what you can do? Yeah, the people want to know, what are you gonna do? Because I just watched the JP. Come on, and this is the worst thing about it. Yeah, we know Billy Ho Saunders has a good relationship with who? With Talk Sport. Oops. This interview, no joke. Yeah, this interview, I showed you, man, at the start of this video. Guess who that was with? Talk Sport. Even the interviewer dons don't have no respect for Billy Ho Saunders. Like I told you, man, a minute ago. Right now is get off in Billy Ho Saunders' FaceTime. No doubt. Yeah? That's where we're living at right now in August. In August 2021 is the month of get off all over Billy. And he ain't gonna do nothing month. That's what it is. Yeah? That's what it is. Because what we know is, Billy Ho Saunders, after he got washed, where did he go? He didn't go on IFL TV. He been missing. He went on Talk Sport and Tutus now. Talk Sport have no respect for Billy. They just dragged on the JP. And Jake Paul just got off all over your man Billy Ho Saunders' face. No doubt. And he can't do nothing about it. And if he could, listen, if Billy could do something about it, he would have done it already. Why don't you come up, Billy, and say, listen, JP, I ain't taking that. Because you, man, was talking about manhood and my name, and I'll fight John Fury and Billy Ho. I'll do anything to defend my name. Well, the JP just said that he will wash you. Yeah? In fact, I've written down what he actually said. He said, oh, this is bad. It's worse than I thought. Check this. He said, Billy Ho Saunders went in there and got embarrassed. Wow. And where I felt that, yes, he said that Billy Ho Saunders got embarrassed by Canelo Alvarez, but where I thought the JP was also going with this is I got the feeling that he felt that Billy Ho Saunders just had no substance. Yeah, he had no oomph, did he? He had no fight in him. All that stuff he's been talking about, he had none of, and I think that's where a lot of these talkers come from. I think these talkers, they know deep down in their hearts what they don't have, and therefore they know what sounds good. Does that make sense? They know when Billy Ho Saunders knew. This is my theory. Billy Ho Saunders knew when his head hit the pillow, or when his head did hit the pillow every night. He knew what was lacking in his soul. Yeah. Because every night, all of them, think every night he lived with himself before the Alvarez fight, for them 29 years or however many years it was, for 30 years, he knew all the minerals he didn't have. And that's why he could come out and talk about them. Because you got to ask yourself now, how can a man who clearly doesn't have them things, how can a man like Billy have known on hindsight now? So looking on hindsight, how could a man like Billy, knowing what we know now that he didn't have them things, how could he know so much about them? Oops. Because it's not what we know for a fact is, it wasn't because he's speaking from experience, isn't it? He wasn't talking about having a massive donkey-sized heart because he had a donkey-sized heart. So instead, the inverse must be true. The reason Billy Ho Saunders knew so much about having a heart the size of a donkey was because he spent 30 years knowing he ain't got no heart. That's where it came from, no doubt. Yeah? He ain't got no heart. You ain't even got a little bit of heart, because if he did, you'd have said, no, let me give me one more round to work. Let me try some things. Instead, you wheeled yourself out on Talk Sport a month later to say that you was going to turn orthodox. Wow, you were down bad. Wow, you were down bad. No shame. Because Billy Ho Saunders is a special type of someone. He's the kind of guy who has no shame as well. He can sit there after we've all watched him jack and say absolutely nothing. Billy, we watched Alvarez ram your head into a pillow. You were silent. Yeah? You had a mouth full of pillow. You weren't making no sounds. You was super silent. Yeah? 100%. You were super silent. I'm telling you right now what you was. Silent. Mouth full of pillow did you have? Yeah? And despite you knowing the whole world has watched, you say absolutely nothing. When Canelo Alvarez was me tooing you. When Canelo Alvarez was me tooing you, you said nothing. Yeah? That's what you did say. Nothing, is what you said. Oh! Oh, well! Oh! 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 Orthodox! Oh! Oh, you wheeled yourself out on Talk Sport a month later talking about you were going to turn Orthodox. Orthodox? Where was that then? Between Canelo Alvarez riding the hind legs off you and Ben Davison chewing your ear off, when exactly were you going to turn Orthodox? I'm confused. The fans want to know. The fans who's actually sat there and watched it need to know when you were turning Orthodox. When you can do all these new things. Because you was talking about it again. Billy, are you talking about things you don't have again? That's what it's, I told you. What did I tell you? The YB just proved himself. I told you, Billy talks about things he ain't going to do. Yeah? Because he talked about turning Orthodox. And guess what he didn't do in the fight? Yeah? He didn't turn no Orthodox. He didn't have no tricks up his sleeve. But again, he's on Talk Sport talking about the things he was going to do. Just like before the fight, he was talking about all the heart he did have. Or all the heart he clearly didn't have. Oops. So there you go, Billy. That's why you've got YouTubers now getting off at will. All over you. And you can't do nothing about it. Your name is worthless. And if you disagree, what you need to do is click the link in the description of this video. Come onto the YB's Twitter and DM me and say, YB, I beg to differ. Let's get some work in. That's what you got to do. I said this for months. You be silent. Got all these. I'll tell you what to do. Tell your listen, Billy. We can fix this real quick. Yeah. Tell all your goofy fans. Don't worry, goofy fans. Your man, Billy Ho Saunders is finally here to step up. Cause your fans are down bad right now. Oh, but YB. Oh. Where's your man's at then? I told. All the links are in the description. Yeah. All the links are in the description. Where Billy at? Where's your man's at? Stop telling me you wouldn't say it. Where he at? Oops. He don't want it. What, you think Billy don't watch the videos? Billy watches the videos. He don't want to click the link. Are you mad? Billy don't want nothing to do with the link. It's the last thing he wants. Billy right now wants to hide wherever he is and stay hiding. He's washed. The last thing he needs is another video being leaked of the YB riding his hind legs off. Part 2, no doubt. He don't want that. And guess what? He don't want nothing to do with the JP either. Do you man remember the days, when people used to the people used to have back and forth? Where's Billy Ho Saunders' response to this then? That's not, but YB, no one knows Jake Paul. Oops. Jake Paul's 20 times bigger. In fact, tell I, Billy Ho Saunders fought on Jake Paul's undercard. Oops. Oops. Billy Ho Saunders actually fought on Jake Paul's undercard. So you can't use that one. Billy Ho Saunders was taking the scraps from Jake Paul. So where's the response? Why isn't he standing up and saying, you know what, I'm not having someone? Because back in the day, and especially being a bare knuckle warrior, what happened to defending your name? Jake Paul, a YouTuber, has got off all over you, and you have said nothing, Billy Ho Saunders. You're broken, that's the truth. Your fans just stay talking, hoping, praying that you can do something. But they'd never say it to us. Giving it all that they are. But where are you at? Same as John. YB, Mickey Fear wouldn't do this, and YB wouldn't do that. Categorically, what we know is, your man John, do you want to fight Mickey Theo? No. Oops. I thought John was going to do all this and do all that. I thought people wouldn't say nothing to his face. John don't want to fight to his face. How about that? And now we've just had to watch Jake Paul, a YouTuber. It's like, what makes this worse is the fact that this isn't a professional boxer beef between Chris Eubank and Billy Ho Saunders. This is a YouTuber showing absolutely no respect to Billy Ho Saunders. No respect. Yeah? No respect. In fact, let me get to the end of the quotes right now. Billy Ho Saunders went in there and got embarrassed. I'm bigger, stronger, more athletic. If I saw Billy Ho Saunders in the street, it wouldn't be pretty. Let's do it. Wow. Oh, but don't tell me he wouldn't dare say it to Billy Ho Saunders' face. What you man have got to start? What you Billy Ho Saunders fans, yeah, have got to get in your head? Where is Billy at then? Because you say that you wouldn't do this and you wouldn't do that. Your man's just bought a plot of land next to John Fury, hiding in the forest somewhere. So, innit? How is mans like the YB and the JP supposed to find scary Billy Ho Saunders when he's posted up in some forest? Listen, I know you man are hopeful that John Fury is really going to do something and that Billy Ho Saunders really going to do something, and it's not my responsibility that they're hiding in a forest somewhere, is it? They don't want to be found. I hate to break it to you, man. I know you think there's some Superman heroes. I know you think they're Super Bare Knuckle Champion hero dons. But the truth is, John Fury and Billy Ho Saunders have been ran out of town by the YB and Mickey Theo, essentially. That's it. The YB and Mickey Theo put too much pressure on them. They don't want no more. And that's why John Fury headed out of town. And Billy Ho Saunders, I'm hearing now, can officially break to you, man. Billy Ho Saunders, like I said, just bought a plot of forest land next to John Fury. Yeah? They've both got similar issues. Mickey Theo's chased John Fury out of town, and the YB and the JP have chased Billy Ho Saunders out of town. And that's why you won't hear from him. Because like I said, there used to be a time Billy Ho Saunders would stand up and be, oh, there's no way I'm going to have some chump calling my name like that. Billy ain't saying nada right now. He missing. He with John in the forest, posted up. He don't want nothing. Because if he did, given Billy Ho Saunders has fought on Jake Paul's undercard, he knows full well who he is. If Billy Ho Saunders thought he could do something, he'd be saying something. Because think of the money opportunity as well. Think of the money opportunity here. If Billy Ho Saunders believes he could win, why wouldn't he be all over this? Wow, yes, finally. Jake Paul, easy money fight for me. I'll have a piece of that. Who do you think you're talking to, son? That's what Billy Ho Saunders would be doing right now if he believed he can win. But he knows. The same way he don't come in my DMs. Because he knows that they ain't gonna end well for me right now. The last thing I need is the YB. And the second last thing I need is the JP. That's it. Simple maths here, people. I had to break it to you. If Billy Ho Saunders thought he could do anything, he'd be saying it, wouldn't he? He'd be taking the free $10, $20 million, wouldn't he? Which is more than he earned against Alvarez. But the truth is, the JP, too big, too strong. That's the facts. I'm telling you right now, if Billy Ho Saunders magically did crawl out of the woodwork, Jake Paul would whoop Billy Ho Saunders all around the ring. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being deadly serious. Try it. And that's why I'm begging you. Please, all of you goofy Billy Ho Saunders fans, yeah, don't at me. Don't do nothing else. What you need to do is find your mans. Don't be in my comment section saying what Billy would do and what Billy wouldn't do. Go and get him. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you, man, in my comments. Oh, stop talking. If you know so much about your mans, yeah. If you know so much about your mans and all this extra ish, yeah, just go get him. How about that? Innit? Stop talking. Stop commenting. Go get your mans. Bottom line, stop talking. Go get him and let's get it on. Fight the JP. Or, like I said, link in the description. Me and Billy Ho can get it. No problem. Got no problem pushing him right back into his corner. He likes being there anyway. Billy, oh, listen, Billy. I've got no problem pushing you straight back into the corner that you just left, or that you would have just left from Alvarez. No doubt. I'll take you straight to your safe place, all huddled up in that corner with Ben chewing your ear off. Nice and close. No doubt. 100%.